Hey, and don't wreck your car while you're looking at the awesome horizon appreciation moment we have going on right now. It's like Hallmark-worthy sunrise going on outside. Does Hallmark still exist?
Yes.
They do?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Guess it's just kind of off my radar, but...
Yeah.
All right. Major Eddie Thibodeaux is here with us this morning, back from his Hawaiian vacation.
Good morning.
How are you?
What's up?
I'm sorry. You know what? It wasn't a vacation. It was a conference you had to go to.
Actually, you know, I was fortunate to go a couple of days early. Went the whole day in Pearl Harbor and the other military stuff out there. Got to see the island, and then we had our training seminar, which we picked up some good information. Hopefully, I can get with St. Landry schools, and we have some great ideas on maybe stop a little bit of the bullying and stop teen suicides, and also any guns going to school. So we've already got in contact with the IT department and stuff. So we have an app called a P3, and it's they have a lot of Crimestoppers USA all over the country. Mm-hmm. Actually, they have some in Canada and other countries too. So it was a great just a round table. Hey, this is what we're doing in cyberspace. This is what we're doing about the lawsuits coming saying that we're shaming people by putting their mugshots on social media and stuff. So great seminar.
You know, one of the things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't get to see, even a lot of people here in this building, is how many people contact us to take stories of their arrest off our website.
Oh, yes.
And you know what? The thing about it is that it's public information. It's everywhere, not just here.
Right.
You can get it anywhere. And you know what? Unless you can show us that, hey, charge has been dismissed, that's then part of the story. We'll cover that part of it too. Mm-hmm. I would imagine you guys hear about that a lot. Why'd you guys arrest me? I can't get a job.
We in fact, you say that. We about 3 weeks, a month before I left, a lady come in and said, I want my grandson taken off the website. I said, well, I don't even know who your grandson is. He was sexing a 14-year-old. He was 19 years old. He got on DA diversion, did 16 hours community service, paid a fine of $500, and now he wants it wiped off. And unless you're going to come with some court order for me to remove it, I'm not going to do it. You know,
it's a matter of public record as well.
And safety, you know, I might do one for a theft or something like that, but I'm telling you, these people that prey on our juveniles and our sex crimes and our domestic violence, you're going to have to come with me a court order.
So was that a big kind of part of this training that you went to? Because I feel like we're hearing it more and more and more, especially these crimes involving, you know, we used to tell people don't talk to strangers, but guess what? They carry strangers around in their pocket.
Cyberbullying. One of the big things we were really was speaking to as a profiler, and he says, you know, be careful what you post on there because certain criminals, I don't want to use let's see what he used. It entices him and it excites him that he sees his crime on the media. So we really
don't reward
you know, a lot of people say, oh, y'all went to Hawaii. We went to Albuquerque last year, and it was really cheaper to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know, but we really get with experts, and they say, you know, be careful what you put on social media, because if you're spotlighting a crime and he's watching it, he said it could entice him to do more things.
Okay, now one thing you're not going to say, because he's not going to come and be like, oh, hey, tell us about the 2 awards.
Well, we were waiting for Crimestoppers USA to put out the official release, but I'll give it to y'all. I'll give it to y'all first.
Okay.
In population 0 to 250,000, which is 0. I mean, that's a cool place to live. 0 to 250,000 nationwide. St. Landry Crimestoppers won the Television Crimestoppers Program Award and the Radio Crimestoppers. We clean swept. The only thing I didn't win, well, I say we know
what you
tipsters,
mean,
is the printed stuff, because we don't do printed wanted posters and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll probably start now, see if I can. No, but I'm excited that you know, when I took over, and their big thing was you involve other officers, which made it's
not about one person.
Right,
it's about
and it
helping.
made the shares more, because now you have, it's kind of like a newspaper. If you put a young child in a newspaper, their parents, their grandparents, their uncles buy the paper. What I did is said, hey, let me put other people with me. So everybody else is sharing. Look, that's my son. And we have, when I started, it was 15,200 likes on our Facebook. We have 18,600 likes. So the more information we have, and I was sitting at the table with the Lafayette Crimestoppers in Iberia, and we were brainstorming. Hey, you have this, you do it this way, and you know, and all of the whole thing is get the information out, solve the crimes. You know, help solve the crimes, because like I always say, the heroes are the men and women.
Yeah.
I'll give you a name, but you're going to have to go.
They have to do all the.
So we're excited. First time in the
work.
history that we've won an
That's
award,
awesome.
and it feels great to have a program fighting crime and be recognized by your peers.
Well, I think the breath of fresh air to me and with you is the spotlight that you put on those who give the tips. You know, It's not about Major Eddie Thibodeaux, though we call you the Major. It's not about you. It's about solving crime. It's about, you know, people taking an active role in keeping their own community safe.
I think they're just getting tired of it.
Yes.
The one we spotlighted last night was in a kind of a rural area in our parish. It's a Washington address, but it's way out in the boonies. You know, broad daylight, 2 kick-ins, and over 10 guns were stolen, cash, jewelry, stuff like that. And this guy said, you know what? He said, I have to go get me a security system. You know, and we hate for it to, you know, we always think it's never going to happen to us.
That's right.
But this break-in caused him to go get it. And since I've been gone, and hey, props to Eunice Police Department and Eunice City Marshals. We have been looking for this guy named Harold Miller Jr. He is just defrauding everybody, and from Acadia to Eunice and St. Landry. Got a tip yesterday. They were right on the spot. They chased the guy. They caught him. And 2 other ones.
Defrauding, like through not doing work?
Bad checks, not doing work,
Wow.
taking money in. And, I mean, he's known everywhere. Then we had a sexual offender that we actually teamed up with U.S. Marshals off of a tip, found him in a makeshift sleeping quarters in a shed. And then we had the 3 Facebook people, one of the guys, and met this girl on Facebook and got enticed to go to her house, and there's 3 ladies robbed them and stuff like that. So every one of these came from the tips. Everybody's getting paid, and you know, I really think people's just getting tired.
They're finally coming together to realize
together and say,
as people we have power.
And you know what the big thing is? We say it's anonymous, and it truly is. So if it wasn't anonymous and it was leaking out that these people are getting subpoenaed to court and stuff, nobody would say anything.
That's right.
But it's truly anonymous when you call it. No caller. One guy, he calls in finally, says, man, your line's been busy. I said, well, we don't have a caller ID and we don't have a voicemail, so you have to keep calling because yesterday it was just crazy busy paying out tips.
That's awesome. That is so great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And congratulations to y'all. Because,
to all the officers, too.
We always think, you know, here it is, a little old St. Landry Parish coming into the big city Lafayette, you know, speaking on the greatest radio station there is.
I have to tell you this. Usually when they're going to let you into city limits, you either have to be in a marked police unit or have breakfast. So I'm happy that they let you into the...
Well, I have lights and breakfast. So.
All right,
Man, thanks, Major.
Thank you. God bless you.
7:24 here at News Talk 96.5 KPEL. We're back with Drive Time Trivia next.